Today I will show you how to get and use a free AI text-to-speech generator with no costs and really acceptable limitations. Why? Well, if English isn't your first language, or you want to create a voiceover for your content, or maybe you just want to convert your blog to an audio or video, this is a simple, great little tool and a free way to expand your offering. Please like and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. Those are usually fun. Welcome to Bella Bulka. So first things first, what we need to do is install the software. So go to bellabulka.site and hit enter, and it'll take you to this page over here. This is a software that's been running for a long time, and it's a pretty stable version. Bella Bulka means chatterbox in Russian, I think it is. Don't worry, this is not a sanctioned product. It's all legitimate and safe for use. So click on the download button, and once it's downloaded, it will be available in your folder. All right, so once downloaded, right click on it, extract it, and once extracted, it will be ready for you to install. So double click the setup.exe and let it run through the wizard. So pretty standard stuff. All right, so once it's installed, let's just close, minimize that. Right, so once it's installed, it's going to basically bring you to this interface. This is your meat and potatoes type of interface, which is going to be available for you to write your text that you want to convert to speech. And it'll give you your standard tool options at the top over here and your two voices. Now, don't fret, there are a number of other voices that we can use. So if we click on tools and go use online TTS service, so this is really where the magic comes in, and this is what's going to set you apart from the rest. All right, so use that. All right, so you can now type in the same text that we had previously. You can click on text files and you can upload multiple files. So if you've got a number of blogs or a number of pieces of information staggered for your delivery, you can do that. And what we can do over here. All right, so what we're going to do is pop this information in here. We can go browse and we want to save it. Where do we want to save it? We want to save it to our desktop. And it's voiceover, and we're going to call it my first voice over. All right, play the audio when done. All right, so you've got a number of options over here to change the language. So the text you input is ultimately going to be converted to a voice and a WAV file. All right, you can choose a different type of file if you'd like. So Google Cloud, Amazon Poly, Baidu, and IBM Watson. So I've found quite a lot of joy using IBM Watson. It seems to be the one that I prefer the most, so you can choose whichever one you prefer the most. There may be some options here that you have to pay for. At this stage, IBM Watson is free, and it is really good. All right, so English United States, Lisa, expressive. All right, so I am a native English speaker, so I'm quite comfortable with that. All right, so what we can do now is just click on save. It's now going to pass this information through to Watson, and it's going to then save the text into a voice, and it will save it to the location.
Text-to-speech converter free and no limits level up services. Offer great micro-learning services right here on YouTube. Number 1, look at our video to make an avatar talk.
All right, so that's pretty decent. All right, so now if we wanted to do something a bit more sort of advanced and see the amount of text that it can handle, so let's clear that off over here. And let's say, for example, you have a blog that you have a lot of recipes for, or something that you want to convert into some video content, and you don't want to read it out, right? I mean, this might take quite a while to learn to read out. So let's go to the Level Up site and click on our blog, and what we can do over here is go micro learning. All right, so we'll just copy this whole thing over here and Control C and go back into Bella Bulka, paste it, and we were happy with that voice over there, and we can click on where we want to save it. So we can just change so we can just call it My Blog Narrated. Pretty sweet. All right, and we can go save. All right, so this will obviously take a little bit of time to go through. Right, so it's now uploaded the text to voice, and it's saved the file over here. You can go and have a listen at it and see if it sounds the right way and to your standards. So let's just open it up here.
Microlearning. Level Up Plus adopts microlearning, a modern instructional approach that involves tests than their counterparts who followed a fixed learning path.
Yep, that sounds about right. So what we've got here is a beautifully narrated text to speech, ready for uploading to your website, to your blog even, or to a YouTube video. So that's great. All right, there's one other thing I wanted to tell you, something a little bit value add. All right, so I think something that's always quite good is to double check the spelling, because what it will do is it will incorrectly say things if the spelling is not correct. All right, so check spelling, and there was no spelling error. So again, a bit of advice: always check the spelling, or else it's going to try and make up words or try and convert a funny word to a piece of speech, which is obviously not going to work or sound very professional. Right, so the other thing I wanted to quickly show you was if you wanted to play this in a loop, click on the repeat forever, and it will then ultimately take this information and just repeat it and loop it. So this could be great for a telephone recording or an after hours message, or a something for your voicemail. So again, something like that you can just repeat on loop, and it would just basically just keep the callers engaged or hooked in. So instead of paying a voiceover artist, you can just do that yourself. So that's pretty much it around Bella Bulka. So the key takeaways here are really that free to use, no limitations. There are some limited options in terms of the voices available, but I think it's a small price to pay. There are other versions of text-to-speech out there, which obviously charge you by character. So again, this is a great tool and a great piece of software to get your content going, getting it into the audiences of others. It's also a great way to provide for voiceovers for your existing content or blogs, or recipes, or how-tos, or anything like that you've got currently as text that you would like to create video content for. And it's ultimately a great way to save a bit of time, so you don't have to go in and narrate this entire thing and the countless hours of editing that go with that. So I hope you found this useful and informative, and if you like and you would like to see more of this, please like and subscribe. Hit that button, and leave us a comment if you like. Thank you.